Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolfe Pit and another episode of What Are We Eating? Everyone loves a big fat juicy cheeseburger or a nice soft and sweet donut. But I've never been in a pickle to where I couldn't decide if I wanted a cheeseburger or a donut. 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 Well, evidently, someone had this conundrum and couldn't decide if they wanted a donut or a cheeseburger, so they combined the two. But this is not a new combination. It's been around for a while. Here's a donut bacon cheeseburger with caramelized onions and a fried egg I had at a local restaurant, and it was absolutely fantastic. So let's see how Walmart's Great Value brand donut cheeseburger compares. The Great Value brand donut cheeseburger is chopped steak, American cheese, and hot pepper berry bacon jam on a cake donut. The jam by itself sounds fantastic. I might have to make that on my own. I guess Walmart's saying it's perfect for those late night cravings. Attention Walmart customers, those are not cravings, they're called munchies. And that reminds me why I'll never smoke weed with Willie again. And now on to the ingredients, and as expected, there's a lot of them. After beef, I see encapsulated salt, which I've never heard of before seeing it here, so I had to Google it. Encapsulated salt is used in products such as sausages, burgers, and meatloaves. And it's used to separate the salt from the meat proteins and water in products until they are cooked, which can result in a moister, more palatable product. I guess that kind of makes sense. There doesn't really seem to be anything wrong with it. Another ingredient that intrigued me was potato maltodextrin, which again, I'd never heard of, so I had to go back to Google University and find out more about it. It said potato maltodextrin is used for creating bulk and is the preferred choice to thicken and create bulk in foods without significantly changing the flavor of the food. This is the first time I've seen a list of ingredients so long that they rolled over to a new column. And now for the nutrition facts. There's 2 sandwiches per box, and the serving size is for 1 sandwich. There's 610 calories, and 350 of those calories are from fat. There's 38 total grams of fat, 18 grams of saturated fat, 1 gram of the very bad trans fat, but then there's some good fat as well, 3.5 grams of polyunsaturated fat, and 15 grams of monounsaturated fat. There's 85 milligrams of cholesterol, 1,040 milligrams of sodium, 270 milligrams of potassium, 47 grams of total carbohydrates, 1 gram of fiber, 21 grams of sugar, and 20 grams of protein. These have either been sitting around for a long time, or they have a really short shelf life. Now here's what they look like when you pull them out of the box. They're actually 2 decent-sized sandwiches. There's only one way to heat these, in the microwave. From a frozen state, remove sandwich from wrapper, place on microwave-safe plate, heat on high power for 1 minute and 45 seconds. Then let stand for 2 minutes before serving. And they had to put the blurb in there, caution, hot. Well, that's what nuclear ovens do. They make things hot really quick. So let's get this sandwich unwrapped. And you can already see that hot pepper berry bacon jam coming out through the donut hole. It just makes it look like a filled donut. So let's take a peek inside the burger. And we have the standard piece of American cheese. And the burger, which didn't look too hot, but it looked like a typical frozen burger. One thing that's different on this donut burger from all the other ones I've ever seen is the donut. All the ones I've seen or had a whole donut on the top bun and the bottom bun. This one they just cut a big donut in half. And this is a cake donut. All the other ones I've seen were glazed donuts. And then a glob of the hot pepper berry bacon jam. Now off it goes into the microwave for 1 minute and 45 seconds, and then it rests for 2 minutes after that. After a total of 3 minutes and 45 seconds, our donut cheeseburger is ready. And I was trying to gently cut through it so the donut didn't break apart, and I don't know why I keep forgetting to bring out the plastic soup. It's actually a pretty sad looking burger. I mean, really, it looks like it's weeping. I'll tell you what, it smells pretty good, and the donut looks good, and the burger looks good, but that cheese, it looks sketchy. It didn't melt at all. Flavor-wise, it's not bad. But the donut, it's really dense and filled with grease. I mean, it's a typical cake donut. Cake donuts are dense. Glazed donuts are lighter, and I think they work better as a bun. But then I do like that the cake donut's not as sweet as a glazed donut. Then I wanted to try a piece of meat by itself. I wanted to see how the potato maltodextrin and the tapioca dextrin changed the texture of the meat. It definitely does not have that spongy mouthfeel like meat with textured vegetable protein in it. Texture-wise, I'm surprised. Flavor-wise, it was kind of lacking in flavor, and like I said before, I don't like that fake grilled flavor. The donut was a little too greasy, and the grease made the donut soggy and fall apart. And certain parts of it got really hard and fried. But the hot pepper berry bacon jam, that was some pretty good stuff. Overall, I've had a lot worse. Sure, it could have been better, but it could have also been a lot worse. But for $2.98 for two halfway decent edible burgers, it's not really a bad deal. But I can definitely see coming home late at night and throwing these in the microwave and then hitting the spot. Thank you all very much for watching. I definitely wouldn't recommend buying these, but for the price, they're definitely worth giving a try if you want to try something new. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.